And he prefers to bowl that back of length. We've noticed that's the distinct difference between the two bowlers.
Well, Tamim Iqbal has been very good this morning. He's played some delightful. In fact, he's played two good shots. One through square leg and this one through extra cover. Driving through extra cover. He's has that long stride out. And that gave the crowd something to really cheer about. And we've got the third umpire. And also Sir Richie Richardson. Anisur Rahman is the TV umpire. But next to him, as I said, the legendary Sir Richie Richardson. Needs no introduction really. The ball just slicing off the outside edge. But that was a controlled shot. He's off the mark. Imru Case just looking to run that ball down to third man. Enough width outside the off stump.
Imru Case at one point in time in his career was thought to be more of a longer version player, but he's come back into this format of cricket very well and has played some excellent innings for Bangladesh in the recent past. Again, that back of length, again, that little bit of a doubt in the mind of the batters, whether to go forward or back. Eventually has to stand his ground.
Well, there have been three left-handers at the top of the order. So the Afghanistan bowlers will look to try and bowl on the offside. Now, the fieldsman you're seeing is on the offside to the left-hander. There are three men in this power plays. In fact, four of them inside the 30-yard circle, saving one. There's a third man out of the boundary, very square. And also mid-off in and a slip. So don't forget, field restrictions are on in the first 10 overs. Just two men allowed. And it's the line they bowl. See, that's the line they'll want to bowl outside the off stump, because that's where the fielders are. On the leg side, it's just three men on the leg side. There's a gap on the leg side at square leg. Mid-on, mid-wicket and long leg. So anything from around that off stump, they'll look to try and work through mid-wicket. So that's why this area is open. So that's a fairly free hit if it's pitched up on the pads in this first 10 overs where the power plays are on and the restrictions are on.
Just deviating down leg, and as you mentioned, wide open spaces. There's a chase on here, but the fielders just hold it in, and maybe a little bit off balance while playing the shot. Didn't get enough timing on that man.
Just looking for that Yorker, just swinging back at the left-hander's pads. That's what happened. Just bringing it back, and luckily for him, there's plenty of space on the leg side. Tamim just managed to get a lot of bat on it, and it also tells us, Shamim, that these bats, they travel long distance and they're quite light.
You bet. Trying to bowl another one. Yorker this time makes it into a full toss and comfortably just puts it away for another boundary to finish that over. After three, it's 17 for 11.
নিম জানে এই জেদ দিয়ে সে একদিন ঠিকই পৌঁছাবে তার লক্ষ্যে। তামিম ইকবাল নয়, এ গল্প রাজশাহীর তামিম রায়হানের। এমন হাজারো সাকিব তামিম মাশরাফি ছড়িয়ে আছে সারা বাংলাদেশ জুড়ে। ক্রিকেটার হতে চাও? গাজী টায়ার্স ক্রিকেটার্স হান্ট নিয়ে আসছে সবার প্রিয় কোচ সালাউদ্দিন। বিস্তারিত facebook.com/gajitarspd।
সিনেমা তো নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড এসে গেছে। অ্যাকশন সিন স্টারম্যান নয়, হিরো নিজেই করে। আর মুখের অবস্থা এই। আর এর জন্য শুধু পানি নয়, ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি মেন ফেস ওয়াশ। এটা ধুলো আর পলিউশন টেনে নিয়ে দেয় ফেয়ারনেসের নতুন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড। ফেয়ার অ্যান্ড লাভলি মেন।
Hashmatullah making 69 there, and Stanik Zai, also the captain. But BCB 11 folded, except for Mosaddeq Shoikat, who scored 76. So that will give them a lot of confidence. You want to start the series with a win in a warm-up match. Now they're in ODI. Well, I think a little bit of inside edge onto the pad.
Tamim Iqbal has been in good touch. Now this was a full toss. This was a gift. This was the last ball, last over. Once again, you could see that he was looking to swing it back at the left-hander, but looking for that Yorker. But Tamim Iqbal getting there first and just hitting it through square like that gap we were talking about. He's raced away to 15 of just 12 balls.
Swatted that away, couldn't find the gap, straight to the fielder. Najib making sure that he didn't get a run off that.
Well, Tamim Iqbal has been one of the real stars for Bangladesh. And look at 2015 in particular. That's his best return. 742 runs and an average of 46.38. In fact, Bangladesh had a brilliant year in 2015. 13 wins out of 18 games. So this is another the reason for that. Tamim Iqbal has been so good.
Kane striving to pitch it up and bowl Yorker length. Again, not getting underneath that one. Imrul Khan still not looking too comfortable at the moment. Just trying to gauge the nature of the wicket as such. Not really, I haven't noticed any real movement in the air watching so far.
We haven't. And well, interestingly, Shamim, I've been just told that Tamim Iqbal tends to love this Mirpur ground because he's got close to 45% of his ODI runs here. Arun, who's with us on the stats, keeps feeding us with some very interesting information, just like that. Full toss outside the off stump, that's interesting too. Driven through the covers for 4, that was a gift.
Hey, Imrul Khan says, thanks. I was a little bit nervy, not sure. But when you dish out something like that, I'll take it. So easily done. And then Chuck oozing with confidence.
Well, Naveen seemed to be struggling. Just struggling for that line and length. So far, he's been put away. He's bowled a wide. He's gone for runs. He's gone for 13 runs in his second over. And he's generally been a little bit settled so far.
Now he's trying something different because he got put away with a full toss. Tried to bowl that ball back of length. The pace off the wicket seems to be a little confusing for. I've seen a couple of balls rise up and down. Let's have a look at the one-day team rankings, the ICC ranking. Bangladesh